Hi everyone, my name is Emily Shelton and I'm going to be doing my presentation on sexual assault. I did just want to put a trigger warning out there that this is about heavy topics, including sexual assault, abuse, and rape. So if you are triggered by any of those topics, please feel free to not continue watching the video. So first I want to start off with what the definition of sexual assault is. According to RAINN, which stands for Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, sexual assault refers to any sexual behavior or contact that is non-consensual. I then wanted to go on and present what they consider consent. Consent refers to freely giving permission for a person to do something, and consent cannot be given to individuals who are underage, which in the US is under the age of 18, who are intoxicated by alcohol or drugs or asleep or unconscious. I also wanted to say that consent can be given, refused, or withdrawn. So if you give consent, but then decide later on that you don't want to give consent, that is up to you, and that's totally okay. Everyone is at risk for sexual assault. Unfortunately, it does not have to do anything with gender, sexuality, race, or age. Both women and men are victims of sexual assault. However, women are at a greater risk than men, but men are less likely to report a sexual assault than women. Ages 12 to 34 are the highest risk for sexual assault, and LGBTQ plus individuals are targeted more often than heterosexual individuals. And then some statistics are that 400,000 individuals 12 years and older are victims of sexual assault every year, and around 57,000 children are victims of sexual assault every year. Some effects of sexual assault, which are both short-term and long-term, are PTSD, depression. Depression can lead to suicidal thoughts and self-harm, anxiety, physical injuries such as short-term like bruises and long-term like broken bones or STDs, STIs. And lastly, emotional distress. So although sexual assault cannot be prevented fully, there are some steps that we can take as a community to help better ourselves and equip ourselves to try to stop sexual assault from occurring so often. So one of these strategies is going to be to promote social norms that help protect sexual violence. This is mainly referring to bystanders speaking up and intervening. So if you see someone who you think is being abused or could be being abused, stepping in or calling someone and just making sure that they are okay, because that's better than the alternative. The second option is going to be to teach skills that prevent sexual violence. So this is just educating people on what to look out for. One of my examples that I have is going to be most people think of sexual assault happening or being occurred by a stranger. However, many sexual assaults and most of them happen because of an adult in a person's life. And the last one is going to be to create protective environments, such as having schools and workplaces just be a safe space where sexual assaults are not tolerated and people are reprimanded and victims are allowed to report. So I just listed some services for survivors of sexual assault. The main one's going to be National Sexual Assault Hotline. It's just going to help direct you to anywhere that you need to go for if you need help after a sexual assault case. And I also listed some other ones on here. So how can you help? So RAINN has an acronym called TALK that helps just the everyday person help people who have gone through very traumatic sexual assault cases. The T stands for thank them for telling you. So just be grateful and thank them for sharing their very intense traumatic story with you and trusting you with that information. Next is the A, which stands for ask how you can help. So just be there, ask them what you can do for them. Don't assume anything and just see what they need from you. The L is for listen without judgment. Just be there to be someone who can listen to them and not judge them. The K is for keep supporting. So making sure that you're checking in on this person, making sure that you're inviting them to hang out with you, making sure that they're doing okay, all of that. So in this PowerPoint, we discussed how sexual assault has lasting effects on the victim, such as PTSD, depression, anxiety, and emotional distress. The other thing that we talked about is that help is available for all of y'all who have been sexual assault survivors or who know someone who has been sexually assaulted, making sure that they know that there is help out there for them no matter what. There are therapy options, there are people and loved ones who are happy to support them. And then lastly, everyone can learn how to help. So all of us, no matter what we end up doing with our lives, we can all be there for people who have gone through something really, really traumatic and help them out just by learning some steps. So that is my video. These are my references, and I hope that y'all enjoyed it.